let me give you a little exercise here. This is probably a typical slide that you're used to seeing in presentations, okay? So let's see what we can do to clean this up. And first a question, how many of you are reading through the slides? Yeah, many of the people in the room. Here's the thing, when you put slides like that up, you are inviting your audience into a competition. Now they have to choose between the visual that they see and the audio that they hear. And for most humans, visual will win out every time. And so they disconnect from me and they read this. Okay, so what do? First of all, somewhere in this mess, there are key points. There are key messages that need to stand out. Do you think those key points are going to be in secondary bullets? Probably not. So you can take the secondary bullets and move them to the notes or even lose them all together. We don't really need that last bullet either. Okay? So now we're down to this. A little better, still not much. So where's the key points amongst here? Well, I can tell you that the key points are probably here. Too many bullet points distracts the audience, key points don't stand out, people disengage, right? So you're going to you're going to verbally describe all the rest of this anyway, so just put the key points up here. Remember I challenged you a minute ago to see if you can even do without bullet points? So how about this? And this incorporates your suggestion from a moment ago. So when you have too many bullet points on your slide, it distracts the audience. The key points are obscured amongst all the rest of the words, and most people just disengage when they see a slide that busy. There you go. Isn't that better than the slide we started off with? Okay. So let's try a complicated chart or graphic. Okay, what's wrong with this?
Font's a little small.
Too small, too many.
Yes, font's too small. There's too many things. The short answer is everything's wrong with this. Okay? This is an actual slide that was presented at an department meeting where I worked several years ago. Okay. In the back of the room, even in the middle of the room, can you read this? No. Now let me ask you this. When you're in a meeting and you see this, how do you react to it?
I ignore it.
You ignore it, exactly. Most people check out right away. They look at that and say, oh, there's no way. Where's my email? Okay, so you've lost the audience right from the start. You were about to say something.
Oh, but our program managers tell us we have to do slides like this.
Okay,
And we
smack room, hire me to come get, arrange for me to come give this talk. No, you're right. You know, sometimes managers are actually the worst contributors to bad presentations we'll ever give. Because they want, oh, add this here, oh, put in more date, add this here. Yeah. So what can we do to fix this hot mess? All right. So first of all, one chart per slide. There's no reason why 4 different charts had to all be crammed onto the same slide. So move 1 per slide. So the next thing, show only the 3 low values. Now, without getting into what this presentation was supposed to be about, I will tell you that the whole reason the person showed this chart was to say, these are our 3 lowest values and these are where we need to focus our attention. That's the whole message right there. So why have the whole rest of the slide on there to obscure everything else? Similar to this next one, in this case, they were only interested in the high points and the low points. So just talk about those. All this stuff at the bottom that you can't read anyway, either move them to the notes or lose them all together. And finally, just because Excel offers you a capability doesn't mean you have to use it. These 3D graphs are kind of confusing because where the line goes across is farther back from the chart, and it's a little higher, it's a little lower, it's hard to really relate the scale to what the bars are doing. So stick to 2D, it's a lot easier to read. Okay? Now, as an example of how you can do this one here better, isn't that clearer and easier to read? These were our 3 lowest points. These were the 3 that were below goal. This is where we need to focus our attention.